danced to this music. Then I found that yours did too. It's hard to move on my own again. Kiss me one more time before we lose our minds. Prove to me that love is a verb. Let your actions speak for how you feel, and if they are not loud, let me leave. Kisses like candle wax you give them, and I peel them off because your love burns my skin. Last time I kiss you, last time I sleep with your head in the space between my heart and my chin, last time you hold me when I'm hurt, last time your skin feels like home, last time you are my person. Last time I am capable of loving someone this way. Why did you have to ruin something so good? Sometimes caring is a curse. Loving you felt like leaving a book out in the wind. The pages turned too fast for me to read. I didn't get enough time to adore you, to explore you, to trace your lines with my fingertips and reread my favorite parts, to live the story. I knew we were meant to be. Before I knew it, the book was closed, the story was over, unfinished. People with the most intricate minds have the most turmoil inside. You cannot be filled with the galaxies and not expect explosions. You loved me for my mind, you left me for my mind. We both know that want and need are two different words, but somehow we keep getting them mixed up. I know this is not what I need, but I want you anyway. I knew for months that she was sleeping in someone else's bed. Why, then, did it take me so long to leave? I was not surprised you played defensively like me, reserving your pieces, not willing to make sacrifices. That is why the game took so long. Neither of us willing to give up what we wanted. I think that's why you and I didn't work. Love, authored by Chess. Sometimes there is nothing poetic about the way it hurts. Sometimes it just hurts. That's okay. I know that if you knew how you are making me feel, you'd walk away forever. And that is why I have to pretend that I'm okay with this. If you're like me, you struggle with walking away from situations that aren't healthy for you. If you're like me, it is hard to see the line between I care for you and I will put your needs before mine until my feet are blistered from racing to catch you every time you fall. If you are like me, then listen. Walking away from situations that are hurting you does not mean that you are heartless. It means that you have outgrown the shoes you've been using to chase unreciprocated love. It means that you are learning to value yourself. You have not lost your capacity for love. You are discovering how to love you. When I found out you slept with someone else, I stayed up until 3 a.m., painting a portrait of you when you ignored me for weeks. I bought you a guitar and left it in your room. I've realized that sometimes you can't resurrect broken relationships with kindness. I don't think you understand how many times I've had to do this. The first person that I loved broke my heart 6 times. Every time he asked for me back, I was there with my arms open. A heart with 3 different cracks has the same capacity for love, right? The second person I loved me for a month. The next year, he spent making sure he showed me only enough love that I would stay. He walked as close as he could to the line without crossing it. Finally, there's you. You had me convinced that you were my safe place, that maybe I was enough for someone, until enough became something you found between another girl's thighs. And still I stay, because I remain who I've always been. And maybe it's me. I have never been the one that is strong enough to walk away when I am not wanted. I would rather stay with a broken heart than leave and be whole. She could feel the ending before it came. Like a book that's almost finished, she was counting down the pages she had left. She cried every time she had to turn the page. Don't doubt your ability to move forward. Even as you read these words, you are making progress, moving towards a destination. It is as easy as tracing these lines with your eyes. A little at a time, you will find the new you. I know this feeling is familiar for you. Now you're getting used to letting go, knowing they're the only one you want to talk to, but not being able to go to them, beginning to realize that even if you did go back, it wouldn't be the same. Their heart has changed. Believe it or not, so has yours. This is only the beginning of the end. But you have done this before. You are stronger than you know. I don't know how to love small. So if I can't love you a lot, I can't love you at all. My happiness is the rent I pay for staying here. My wallet is empty now. There isn't anything redeemable about promising you will be there, then not showing up. I found a list in my notes of things that I wanted to know about you when we met. I wish I could unlearn those things now. Sometimes I close my eyes and picture myself getting undressed first. I shave off all my hair. If you want to run your fingers through it again, it's on the floor where you left my heart. Next, I peel off my skin. I cannot keep anything your hands have touched then. I pull out my eyes. Maybe it is better not to know sight than to see you moving on one by one. I pull out my teeth and throw them. I have to get those 3 words I said far, far, far away. Finally, when I am entirely naked of you, I cry, I water the ground, and hope that something new grows at my feet. I think I am the kind of person that people fall in love with too quickly. And I don't mean to complain, because it is wonderful to be loved, but I am also the kind of person that people walk away from when they realize the beautiful pool of water that they wandered into is actually an ocean with too many questions. I wish my company didn't make people feel like they're drowning. Mystery draws them in, then mystery makes them leave. I'm not a hopeless romantic. I only want romance when it's gone. I am hopeless, but not because I long for love. I am hopeless because I never know how to appreciate you when you're mine. When you're with me, you love me. When you're with her, you love her. I don't need you to explain why we don't work. That won't ease the frustration I feel every time your name comes up on my phone. I need you to explain why you won't try, why trying isn't worth it to you. I need you to explain why occasionally you take interest in my life. Is it just to keep me hoping? I spend my days reminding myself that you don't care. I spend my nights dreaming that you still do. You don't have commitment issues. I know that you think you do, but you must realize not committing is simply committing to something else. Every commitment has a counter commitment. If you don't jump into the river, you